Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy class day. I'm actually getting ready to leave my house to come into the office. And I've been gathering up supplies for Despacho tonight. So I want to share with you a little bit about what you might want to be thinking. And like I said, I mean, you don't have to add anything other than what's in your mesa, right? But I want to give you some idea about what I'm adding to the mesa ingredients. It's great to see you this morning. Okay, I've got some tobacco, ceremonial tobacco. It's traditional to do a 3-leaf offering. I'm going to talk to you really about sort of a traditional Andean approach to Despacho ceremony, although you're going to find this ceremony in other cultures and other traditions too. So it's just like everything else, I think, in spirituality, nobody owns it. Hi, Scout. Hi, Lucy. So instead of, traditionally they're coca leaves, but I don't have coca leaves, but these, and I'll tell you more about this tonight, these are super special. These are leaves from the last white sage I picked in the desert outside of San Diego, where I used to go and do my bundling when I started Sage Goddess. And the plants out there are huge. So I only have one kind of stalk left from this mother plant, and these are 3 of her leaves. So it's a big deal for me to give these up this morning, but it feels right for the 3-leaf blessing. So if you want to gather your own 3 leaves, like they could be 3 sprigs of rosemary, 3 leaves from a plant in your home, right? So don't overthink it. And then I'm also gathering up, did I get poor pieces? Yeah. Sorry, my box is a little bit of a mess, but I'm just like, I'm going to organize it when I get to the office. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, bay leaves for sure, right? Which bay leaves are what we used. I can't remember how many of you were there, but at the beginning of the year when we opened Soul Shift and I did the whole Despacho, a similar ceremony underneath my altar in the classroom, and I used bay leaves in place of coca leaves there. So you can use bay leaves always for the leaf ceremony if you don't have access to coca leaves or you don't want to use something else, right? Yeah, for sure. And that's why I did that ceremony with you guys with bay leaves, to show you that that's kind of the standard substitute, but it doesn't always have to be the substitute. Now, I've got 4 pieces of copal, which is pretty traditional. We're doing the Despacho tonight in 3 layers. A layer honoring the lower realm, a layer honoring the middle realm, and a layer honoring the upper realm, which is traditional. And so I'm going to walk you through, when we gather tonight, which items go on which layer. And ultimately, it's kind of like building a layer cake. It's not really layers, it's just items on top of items on top of items. I've got some dried lavender, which I've just had in here all along because I grew this lavender, so I kept it in here. And then I've got 5, I gathered 6, even though I only need 5 stones, because I couldn't decide between hematite and bloodstone for the north. So I've got golden apatite for the east, I've got carnelian for the south, I've got a tanzanite for the west, and I've got a ruby for heart center. So if you want to do exactly what I'm doing, you'll need 5 stones. I chose very teeny critters because you don't have to put big pieces in here, right? I'm so glad you guys are excited about this. Hey, Bree. So nice to see you. Hey, Sharon and April. I'm glad you're excited, Scout. I'm excited. Honestly, I think today is going to be my favorite class so far, because I have wanted to do Despacho for months, but I'm not going to go and do it without you guys. So here's my chance to do it with you. And then what you can do, it's optional, if you have a piece of fabric that's sacred to you. This is a traditional manta cloth that was gifted to me. And so what you can do, what I'm going to be doing, is laying out my manta cloth and then putting the white mesa cloth on top of this. I'm basically using this as a base to build on. And then I'm going to be tying my Despacho with this beaded cord that was given to me too. So it's, if you have a gift, if you have a piece of ribbon from a gift that you've been given that's really sacred to you, or if you want to use, there's so many different ways you can tie. Look around your home is what I'm going to tell you. Look around your home with an open mind. Go into your kitchen, see what kind of dried herbs you have. And see what kind of fabric you have that feels sacred to you. Maybe it was something that you were gifted, or I have a friend who likes to use a piece of her clothing to wrap her Despacho, because this Despacho represents your past, your present, and your future, right? I'm packing way too much tobacco. I don't know why. I'm actually not going to do that. I think I'm just going to make a smaller bag and take a pinch. But is this helpful to get you started? Then I'm also going to have on hand candy. I've got sunflower seeds. Sugar represents sweetness and bittersweetness of life. The seeds represent your hopes, your dreams, your visions for the future, what you're planting. What else am I going to have there? There's other things you can do. I'm not going to go all the way, but I'm going to walk you through them. It's somewhat traditional to have an object that is clear or white to represent the Apu spirits, the mountain spirits, and it's traditional to have an object that's dark in color or a dark liquid. You can use tea. Some people use red wine and white wine to sort of sprinkle over. Alternatively, and what I'm going to do instead is agua de Florida, which is what I'm going to be spraying over my Despacho. So if you made your agua de Florida, if you have the one from me, if you have another one that you love, have that with you too. I'm going to be using my water ceremony water. So hopefully this is helpful to get you started. And have fun. I will tell you something. The most fun part of ceremony should be the preparation. It should be going around your home with new eyes, seeing what you have, right? Maybe it's an old shirt or an old blanket that you want to cut a piece and use that to help build your Despacho. Maybe it's collecting some fresh herbs or some dried herbs that have had meaning to you, right? Maybe it's going through your crystal collection this morning and seeing what little babies you have that are going to volunteer to come forward. So use what you have. I think, and again, even if you only use what's in the mesa, although you probably have dried herbs and things like that, but even if you only use what's in the mesa, you're in good shape. Grab 3 leaves somewhere and go with your gut, because your gut's never going to lead you astray. And I will tell you something, if you use things you already have, you're going to feel way more emotionally connected to this. I could have given you a crazy, amazing, complex Despacho kit and put it in the shop, and you could have bought it and got it home, and it would not be as special as what you are going to put together from your own hands and your own heart and your own home, right? So somebody asked me why I didn't do a big Despacho kit, and the answer is I want you to do it. And, some things don't need to be made easier or complex, as the case may be. So enjoy the process of preparing for tonight. I can't wait to see you. Be sure not to miss the Seeds of Passion kit that's in the shop today. I'm going to go live later and talk about it. But it's an important one for seeding for next year. It's not required, but it comes with a half-an-hour recorded ritual that I did. And I think you'll really love it. And I'm going to tell you the story about the Herkimer Diamond bottle later when I see you. So enjoy the rest of your day. Let's get excited. We're doing Despacho together. I cannot wait. I'll see you guys soon.